welcome back to High Noon Racing, y'all. And do I ever have a video for you? What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Alright, boys, so y'all missed a couple things yesterday. Me, Charles, and Mr. Cory P went ham. Car's a little bit different. I know I've been seeing the complaints about fenders not being on, and I don't know if y'all remember that red Junkyard bumper we grabbed. We didn't like the way we cut up the old one. I gotta put that screw in to cinch that gap up. Not a biggie. But yeah, we got fenders and we got a bumper. I don't know if y'all remembered, but I told y'all we needed to move the intercooler down to be able to do that. Where's the intercooler? I know where it's at. Yep, got it all in the bumper. Now I'm gonna have to probably cut this out so we get more airflow in there. Still need to do the exhaust, but this is a new bumper and I needed to make sure everything would fit up good before doing that. So we had to redo some of our intercooler piping, and Mr. Cory P is a magician. He was able to snake this through, and look at that. It all fits. Sorry if that was a rough ride through the bumper. But yeah, bumper's on. Hate the color, you know, because obviously it's red and sanded. She is looking real good. Now, I tried to measure push rods. I was going to show y'all how to measure push rods, but the problem was the method I was using. I didn't like it, especially not enough to attempt to show people on the internet how to use that method, because I couldn't use it, so I'm not going to show y'all that method. I have a suspicion that maybe these lifters are super tight because they're brand new and they're a different brand. So instead of running the typical 50 weight oil we run, I'm going to drop the oil and I'm going to put in a 40 weight. I don't think it's going to help, but you know, Chuck is strong on that. And then before we do that, we're going to try an old trick where you take ATF, or you put 1 quart of ATF in your oil, and it thins it out a little bit, and it also cleans things. And sometimes it helps new lifters that got that like factory grease in them. It'll help clean them and get them moving again. I think they're moving because they're pumping oil, not pumping a lot, and that's what led me to thinking it was push rod length. But check this out, me and Chuck, we got tired of doing these half turns where you gotta turn the daggum trailer thing half a turn at a time, especially when there's weight on the tongue of the trailer. So this thing is on sale at Harvey Freight for 130 bucks. It's only 3,500 pounds, but I figure, you know, with the weight spread out, it's nowhere near 3,500 pounds towards the nose from the tire. So we got it all wired up. Got your pitch out lights, which are not super bright, but they're at, if it's pitch black out, it's night, you can definitely see everything you're doing. So check this out. Just go and hit your button right. I absolutely love that that doesn't even need a battery. You just hook it up in your plug and it takes your ground and your power straight from that plug. I think that is just the greatest thing ever. Phew, I used to have to fight with the old clamps I had. Got these new ones on here now. Like butter. Alright, let's see the reverse process now. Now we took this pipe off so that way I could blow it out and double triple check that there was no more aluminum shavings in the pipe. And that's from all the cuts we made and whatnots. Alright guys, let's take a looky-loo. I had to hack off our exhaust so we can get that bumper on, so I have to re-weld on and make a big hole for the new bumper, which I put behind the car. Gonna have to sand that thing down some more and prime it just so it don't look red and yellow, and at least gray will kind of match silver. But she is starting to look beautiful up in here. Okay, we're gonna try and cut up our oil with 1 quart of ATF, run it through the motor so it hopefully cleans up and lubricates them lifters, see if the chatter goes away. And then we got Rotella T6 15W40 that will be running if that fixes it. This is I hope and a prayer here, hoping that maybe being brand new lifters, they just need something to help not only lubricate them but a lighter oil to get through, because they did look like they were kind of weak on the pumping up. So let's go ahead and put that quart of ATF in. Alright, let's run it. Now, I don't know how she's gonna act and whatnots because I don't have my laptop here, so.
Sounds like it might have quieted down.
ATF slash braking oil doesn't look bad. That's what braking oil typically looks like from rings. And yeah, there was a lot of crap already in this pan, so just keep that in mind. Whew. Look at that travel. That's what I'm talking about. Hopefully we get to utilize that travel there. That is just insane. What's up and good morning. Yeah, it's another morning. Man, I can't tell you guys how tired I am. I don't get it. I guess, you know, I only slept like 5 hours, but I'm just feeling extra tired today. It's hard to find motivation to do all the things I gotta do. Everything is just like hard today, extra hard. So I'm running to the dump, running to give Chuck a hand because he got some sick new toolboxes. So we'll take a break from the car, go do that real quick and check out his sick new toolbox. Is more than one. And yeah, I don't know, just wanted to bitch about being tired. And I just realized like I'm getting closer to where I need to just start putting the car around the block to dial in the fuel. And like every time I set up my spot outside, I put everything right in front of the car, and I gotta pull the car out to be able to do anything and take it off the trailer. And oh man, everything I do is just like 10 times as hard. Just like struggling to find motivationals today. I don't know what it is. I need to stop my bitching and you know, find my cojones and power through so we can get to that end result. But today we're gonna add a fuel filter, a 10 micron fuel filter. I have it. The alternator I'm pretty sure is dead. I didn't test it, but I just got a feeling it's the alternator. Something's wrong with it. So we gotta spend more monies and go grab another alternator. And then I'm gonna figure out a way to give that plug on the side that's real close to that tower, that strut tower, whatever the hell. I'm gonna probably beat it in so it can't damage the plug. And yeah, then I gotta cut a hole in the bumper, re-weld on pie cuts, and do the exhaust so it can come out the bumper, and do it, you know, you only get one shot. So I'm just gonna make a hole, and then the pipe I'll make the pipe do the figuring, you know what I'm saying? So make the hole where the hole looks good, then make the pipe go to the hole. That way, you know, if I gotta cut and re-weld, it ain't a big deal. We'll just cut and re-weld. And if it looks ugly, it's all good. We're just gonna wrap it and header wrap anyway. But that's where we're at, folks. And I know there's more. I still need to nut and bolt the car. I'm glad we changed the oil yesterday, because the oil plug was just finger tight and not even really tight. It was just in there. So there's that. I put the 40 weight oil in there, so I still need to run it to make sure that noise is still gone. The ATF made that noise go away, the automatic transmission fluid. So I don't know if it just cut the 50 weight oil down, but I think the pan holds almost 6 quarts, and I got 7.5 in there right now. And I always do that because of slosh. So like if you're running 7,000 RPM, that oil's being sucked out of that thing fast, and it can only get it back in there so fast. So I always try to have a little bit extra oil in there, quart to a quart and a half. Sometimes I just send it and do 2. But you know, people freak out about, oh, you know, your oil's going to get up over your windage tray. No, it takes a lot more than that to get up over that windage tray. Don't believe me? Measure some water on a pan. Fill a pan. Tell me how many gallons it took. Yeah, I bet it's like around 2.5 or something. I don't know. Maybe more. Maybe 3. All right. I'm rambling. We on the road. I'm about to pull into the dump. I gotta change out the battery in this unit right here y'all are watching from. And I got all that jazz back there to toss. So change my battery out, and I'll show y'all all the stuff I gotta toss, and then I'll show you after. Alright, boys, I'm starting to feel motivated. I don't know what came over me. I don't know what it was. I did a little burnout. I think that might have done it. Look at how slow this truck is. Alright, y'all ready? We're gonna just wait and then pin it. Actually wasn't bad out of the hole. Holy crow, it's storming. Yep, he already got it back there. Let's see, let's go take a looky-loo. Look at that. What's up? I need me one of these rigs. Mine's good, but not that good.
I paid $100 for that.
You always get the good deals. Let me see it. Oh man, Chuck, that looks great. Holy cow. Oh, you got your paper towels and your gloves up there. Oh, sick. So when you close it too, Look at that. You gotta get some weight in her.
Yeah, it's a little wobbly right now.
Alright, we got our new alternator on, and the switch or the cider wire actually clears the tower. I got one of the small frame ones, less amperage, but we'll see if that hurts us or not. Now we're gonna fire it up and we're gonna see if the voltage is fixed. Then we need to clean out the car and get it ready for a little street driving around the block and whatnot, so we can dial in fuel. Yeah, voltage is definitely better. So that fixed the charging problem. Now let's go listen if we have a noise now that we switched oil to 40 weight. Starting to look good. A little bit of a noise, but it could be that exhaust leak I found. Lifters sound like they're doing their little. Yeah, voltage is starting to climb now that the battery's actually charging. Okay, we're on the right track, boys. We're on the right track. Next up is really nut and bolting the car, then getting it out on the road and just putting it around and going through the gears and cruise and short pulls, getting the fuel trims, not fuel trims, the fuel all dialed in. Oh my God, I got wires everywhere. Hey, you found it. Nice. Hell yeah. Data logged the whole time.
We also don't have the radiator bolted in.
The engine's not bolted in either. I mean, the bolts are there, but alright, we got the data, so that's cool. Now we can review and make changes, and then
Like this little half a bolt idea.
that's what held it in. Well, I mean, so did your shield.
That's all that's doing it right now.
Dang.
You can how cold that is right there?
Oh, I know. The IATs, man, this is a huge difference.
People can hate on it all they want, dude. functional.
Oh, look at that. Anytime you can do that after a little driving,
Yeah.
ice cold.
I don't even know if the thermostat open.
Yeah, I know. That's a good deal there. All right, boys. I'm gonna take a look at this data and make some changes, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Nut and bolted the car. Got everything dialed how we want it dialed. Let's go do a little test burner and maybe a test rip. Get some data. Call it a Sunday there. It's been a lot of work. Yeah, it's hot. I'm ready to relax, and I still got to edit this video. Alright guys, it has been a long weekend. It was a 4-day weekend for me, so I put everything into the car. Chuck gave me a huge hand working on the car throughout, and we're going to end off there. She's about where we need her to start going back to the track. The only thing we got to do is get our dash back in. We don't have to, but we're going to, because it's all just wires right now. And then we need to get our bumper on, and then get this fabbed up to come back out the bumper, put a big hole in this bumper, get the bumper back on, and then go to the track. I missed it. I saw you fisting it. Yeah.
Need to get that 6-inch elbow off the back of the Cummins and put it in here in like a little stack.
A little 6-inch stack coming off the side.
Sick.
Yeah, buddy. But alright, that's where we're at, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.